Y'all ready? No.
All right, we are streaming on YouTube. So whenever you're ready, Joe.
Okay, all right, guys. It is 9/11 on April 1st, 2025. I am now ready to call this meeting of the 2026 Planning Committee and Hike meeting to order. Stephanie, can you please take roll for me?
Yes, ma'am. Give me 1 second. I'm getting there.
Oh, well, wait. Also, today for welcome our members and guests, but for today, if you have a question, please raise your hand as opposed to using the chat or the Q&A. Thank you.
All right. Sorry, I'm pulling up my document. It'll work.
Don't use the chat.
All right. Christy Gonzalez. Tony Pianta. I need you to unmute, Tony.
You can hear us? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Thank you.
Uncle.
Eric Taylor. Here. Vivian Webb. Here. Renata Washington. I'm sorry, Jill Hano. I skipped.
Here.
And Karen, is it Zoo? Yes.
Oh,
8, 3, 4,
welcome, Ms.
5. Okay,
Karen.
Jill. You have a quorum, Jill.
Perfect. Okay. So as I said, this is our planning and tech committee. So in every planning committee we read the DDC mandate from our DD Act, and it should be in y'all's apparently red packets. So Steph, do you wanna take over that, or Keisha, whoever?
Yes, give me one moment. I don't think I had it printed, but I can go ahead and read it for everybody.
Or
I'm sorry, my computer is very slow today. I
Hmm.
don't know what's going on.
Mine is moving slow too.
it's that internet in
It
the
could be a
Alright.
glitch of some sort.
So the council's mandate, the DD Act states that councils are to engage in advocacy, capacity building, and systems change activities that promote the self-determination, independence, productivity, integration, and inclusion of people with developmental disabilities in all facets of community life. Advocacy is an activity that seeks system change by developing, improving, or changing policies, practices that affect individuals with developmental disabilities. Capacity building is an activity that seeks to enhance or increase the ability and skills of individuals, organizations, service providers, and communities to support self-determination and community inclusion of people with developmental disabilities. And systems change is the transformation or significant improvement of a system achieved through policy, capacity building, innovation and demonstration, education, and advocacy activities which furthers the inclusion of people with developmental disabilities in all aspects of community life. There are a couple other things that are on the mandate. So there are some restrictions on the use of funds. So federal funds may not be used to replace non-federal funds, and council funds may not be used to duplicate or replace services for individuals with disabilities and their families. And the last thing is just to keep in mind conflicts of interest. They arise when a decision is made that may or may not be in the best interest of the council, but made in response to outside influences. So if you have any questions about the mandate, please let me know.
okay, and that's also because I was trusty on this, I asked Steph to include the guidelines for writing the writing our activities. So can you briefly go over that, just an overview, just to like refresh us on what's going on?
Sure. So today we are trying to write the new annual work plan for the council. So every year we write a plan. We already have the goals and the objectives. So we're trying to write activities. I have a couple of just like key points on this paper. It's the second page in your packet. It's also linked to the agenda for anybody joining online. So the first thing is, what are the key activities? So just a example, it's a project or activity that the council will use to reach the objective to support progress towards our 5-year goal. So to meet our goal, we have 3 goals. When you're writing a key activity, just be thoughtful about what activities you want to include. Focus on the activity, so training, advocacy, changing policies. Reflect on what your funding is being used to do. And then just make sure that a key activity is not every task required for an activity. So we don't need an outline of every single thing needed for that activity, just an overview of what you are trying to get from the activity, something that will happen next year or in the next 5-year plan. So we're not going to include anything like that. An administrative or general management task, and we can let you know if anything falls under that, or internal council programs, so like writing the PPR, things like that. ITAC, which is the information technical assistance for councils. So they recommend having an emerging need objective. We did include emerging need activities in all of the goals already. And we don't have to have any activity. We can just say to be determined, because we don't know what that need will be. So there's some examples on what a key activity looks like. I have some good examples from other states that ITAC shared with us. And then I also have a good example of what a key activity, like trying to write one versus a bad example.
Okay. Thank you, staff. Okay, so then,
Yes, a question.
Oh, Jill, we have a question.
okay,
From Mr.
from who?
Mr. Eric?
Okay, Mr. Taylor, if I have to, I suppose, I mean, Mr. Taylor, you're recognized by the chair.
So this is the 5-year plan that we working on, or this is not the 5-year plan?
It's not the 5-year. We're looking at, so we're almost done. This is the last year for the current 5-year plan. So we're doing the annual work plan for 2026.
So we finishing up the other 5-year.
Correct.
Okay. Can I ask? Oh, I'm sorry.
Ms. Zoo also has a question, Jill.
No, she doesn't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're trying.
Can I ask a follow-up question to elaborate on Eric's question?
Sure.
When will we be writing the next 5-year plan?
Good question. We're going to talk about it more at the April meeting.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so any other questions?
Is there
Okay,
time?
the next item on my agenda is the review of the budget, so I guess it's all you stuff. So if any one of the staff wants to talk about the budget, that's the
You got it, Amy?
Yeah, I'm not even logged into the meeting.
No, I can pull it up. No, perfect. I got it. No worries. I think. Okey-doke.
Oh, perfect.
That's not what I meant to do. Sorry, y'all. Now, see that? All right, so this is the budget sheet for the FFY 2026 committee. Just as a reminder, we do have a state fund budget that goes directly to the FHF centers. And there's an amendment in session, is that correct? This was from, I just edited this. Are we trying to get the recurring?
We're trying to get the additional $500,000. Right now, it's only the 507
Okay.
that you have to spend, I guess.
So that's for the FHF centers. So for federal, the federal share that we have is 700,000. 722,000. These are the contractual amounts currently. So if we continue these contractual activities at their current amount, these are all the contractual ones that we have. No, I'm missing some. So if we continue these, this is what it looks like, and I'll explain why I'm missing some. But I edited partners in policy making. I just took out that 30,000 here because at the last meeting, at the last planning meeting, the 30,000 was added for an alumni event that they said was going to happen every 5 years. So since it happened or is happening this year, I took it out for this next coming year. So that's why this number is a little bit lower than what it says in the packets. And then the only other thing that I did not include, or things that I did not include on here, and if you want to look in the status report, I'll explain it. But they are activities. Which ones they are. 2.2.2 and 2.2.3. And the reason that I didn't include them is they are an awareness campaign and they no longer need that startup funding. So I just didn't include them overall, but if you would like me to include that in that number, I can. So if
Hello?
Someone stop.
Ebony? Come on,
No,
Tony, call Ebony, please. Okay, thanks. Okay, 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 。 Okay, y'all. . 。 . 。 . . . . 。 . 。 the internet's down at the office, then go and grab the hotspot for everyone attending virtually.
Hmm.